Tonight feels like one of those endless, restless nights when sleep refuses to come. I'm not entirely sure why I'm writing this down. It's humiliating, but there's nowhere else to unload the weight pressing on me. My husband is in the other room, sleeping perhaps, or lying awake, simmering in resentment toward me. I wouldn't blame him either way. Our 16-year-old daughter is asleep, too. The faint rhythm of her breathing drifts from down the hall, each sound twisting the guilt tighter in my chest. She heard everything earlier tonight. I wish I could scrub that moment out of her memory, return her to the world where her parents were still united, where life still felt solid and safe. That world is gone now, shattered by my own hand. I've been wandering the house for hours, chasing a comfort that won't come. I sat in the kitchen until the silence became unbearable, moved to the couch, then back to the hallway like a ghost in my own home. It feels as if my life is slowly unraveling and I'm powerless to stop it. Earlier tonight, he looked at me with a mix of pain and fury so intense it nearly stole the air from my lungs. In all our 16 years together, I don't think I've ever seen him this angry. We built our life from nothing. He has always been my anchor, believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. When he said, "We'll talk tomorrow," it sounded more like a sentence than a promise. I begged him to speak then and there, desperate to bridge the distance, but he shut me down, saying there was nothing more to discuss tonight. So now I'm here, alone with the sound of keys clicking under my fingers, because the noise in my head is louder than the quiet around me. I've never been the type to share my emotions widely. My husband was my confidant, my safe place. Now, I can't go to him with this. I considered calling my sister, but shame stopped me cold. I don't want my family involved. Maybe not ever. There's a voice inside that says I deserve this agony. Yet another voice panics at the thought of losing everything we've built. The marriage, the family, the life we shaped together. I don't want our daughter to grow up in a fractured home, but that outcome is slipping further out of my control. I keep replaying our past, trying to pinpoint the moment we began to drift apart. The last few years have been heavy. I put on weight, stopped feeling attractive, and began to fade into my own invisibility. He never treated me like I was less. He stayed kind, steady, loyal, but I began closing myself off. Maybe I got complacent. Maybe I forgot how to be vulnerable. I missed our closeness, the shared laughter, the brush of his hand in mine, the comfort of leaning against him without a word. I missed intimacy, not just physical but the warmth and connection that came with it. Some nights I'd wake up aching for touch, like I was starving for it. It's pathetic to admit, but I thought I could bury those feelings. Instead, I made the worst choice of my life. I betrayed him. The man I was unfaithful with was nearly a stranger, someone I let into my life for no reason other than to escape feelings I should have faced with my husband. It turned into occasional meetings, then into sleeping together a few times. There was no passion, no love, only a temporary distraction. When my husband confronted me tonight about my distance and secrecy, I denied it at first. But when the truth finally came out, the way he looked at me, like I had driven a knife into his chest, burned itself into my memory. Then he shut down completely. The silence that followed hurt more than his anger. I broke the man who would have done anything for me. I destroyed my daughter's safe, happy world. I ruined myself. 2 weeks have passed since that night. I've stopped clinging to the idea that this can be repaired. His fury has cooled into something worse, detachment. He moves through the house like I'm just another person in it. Yesterday, I finally faced the conversation I'd been dreading. I begged him to see that there was still hope, promised I would do anything to repair the damage. He listened, but his answer was simple and final. No. No to trying, no to believing in recovery, no to staying with someone who betrayed him. He said it without rage, only calm certainty. It felt like the last blow. He's already spoken to a lawyer and started dividing our lives piece by piece. The love we shared is gone, replaced by something unrecognizable. Our daughter has changed, too. She's distant now, keeping me at arm's length. She turns to him for comfort instead of me. I feel her trust slipping away, and the loss cuts deeper than I imagined possible. I wonder if she'll ever see me as the mother I once was, or only as the one who tore our family apart. The other man vanished the moment I told my husband. He blocked me and disappeared entirely. I loathe myself for ever allowing him into my life. It's pathetic, trading years of devotion for someone who couldn't be bothered to check in on me once. Now I spend 3 days a week in therapy, trying to untangle the insecurities and self-deceptions that led me here. I told myself keeping it secret would protect my family, but it was only cowardice. Each time I see my husband's face, I know my apologies can't undo what I've done. I miss him. I miss the safety of his presence, the life we shared. Sometimes I still hope he might change his mind, but the emptiness in his eyes tells me that hope is foolish. He's already gone, even if his body is still here. As for the other man, he barely crosses my mind now. When he does, it's only with disgust. Looking back, I see he was ordinary in every way, nothing compared to what I lost. The fact that I sacrificed something so real for something so hollow makes me sick to my core.